A lot of them will never learn. Hey, y'all, gravity. An evening above ground living. Hope y'all had a fantastic day. Because I said that because it's nighttime. This is the drive home. I know this is weird. You don't expect me to be streaming this early on a weeknight, but we got time. You saw the thumbnail, and I know the title threw you a little bit. We're gonna explain. This is a diaspora message. If it doesn't apply to you, don't worry about it. Just listen. It's okay. Black diaspora. Why do you, most of you, not all of you, but most of you, still feel the need to get validation from folk who don't want to give you the validation for your hard work? At a certain point in time, you should just say to yourself, it ain't worth it. I've been on that wave for years. I'm not looking for people to validate me. My work will speak for itself. Y'all didn't learn nothing from Michael Jackson. Nothing. But y'all claim y'all love that man. That man did not need the white validation. That man's work and his business acumen was more than enough for them to respect him and fear him. You saw the thumbnail and you saw that picture, and you're probably saying to yourself, what the hell does that mean? Well, for those who, I guess if you knew, you knew. If you didn't, you didn't. Apparently, the Country Music Awards were last night. I didn't even know that. Shows how much goes on in this world that is insignificant. And you know how with these award shows, the top honors, everybody, that's the one everybody focus on. So apparently, everybody knows about this Shabuzi character. They claim he Nigerian, whatever. I care less. But he a country singer. He took Jay Quan's Tipsy, turned it into a hot record. That's what they say. I didn't get it, but whatever. So he was up for one of them top awards. Suffice to say, he didn't win it. Okay, that's fine. He didn't win it. But the person who won it is Cody Johnson. Again, never heard of him. But again, I don't listen to that much country music, but that's okay. He won the award, and apparently somebody got up. I don't know, maybe it was his manager or the record producer. I don't give a damn. He decided to take a shot at old Shabuzi and say, "This is the cowboy that's been kicking Shabuzi for a lot of years, Cody Johnson." Now, Cody didn't say that. He was just sitting in the back and put his head down when he said it. And I looked at the video. I had to watch it twice because I couldn't believe the white man said it. But then the second time, I believe the white man said it. Shabuzi then decides to put out that tweet that you see in the thumbnail. He said, "Ain't nobody kicking me." I'm like, bruh, um, please, why did you have to say something? Why did you acknowledge the tweet? I don't understand. Which is why I titled the live the way I did. Stop looking for their awards and their validation. You really thought you were going to go to the CMAs as a black man and win one of their awards? You're insane. Y'all learned nothing from Beyonce, now did you? They didn't even want to recognize her album as a country album. But you think because she Beyonce, she's supposed to run the world. Remember, that's what they said. And they said, okay, well, you know what? That's great. You have a great album, and you brought attention to country music. But yeah, we're not going to deal with you. You can go to the Grammys with that. But Shabuzi thought he was the one. They never learned. But anyway, how are y'all doing this evening? Second point number two. I saw a tweet from old Candace Owens talking about how, and I told y'all months ago she got banned from going to Australia to speak because they didn't like what she was talking about. She decides to put up, I think it was 3 hours ago, a post talking about how some Jewish woman she got banned from Australia, and now they're all having a hissy fit over it. And I'm looking at her, and I'm trying to figure this out. Um, Candace Owens, you're almost there. You're almost there. Now tell us the real reason why you were banned from going to Australia. And it's not because you were talking about them Jews. She's really trying hard to get white validation. She didn't learn nothing from that Nashville airport scenario. She learned nothing. Madam, they don't like you. They tolerate you because you dunk on black people. Because we all saw the whole world, and you can't lie about this. They saw what happened when you inserted yourself in that, excuse me, Israel Palestine situation. When your best bet was to shut your mouth, and you saw what happened. The day you started running your mouth about that was the day the clock started on you, and you began to lose everything. You lost your contract, you lost your standing. Now you're regulated to hoping Piers Morgan calls you every week for a slot so you can argue with people. And now it's been about 2 weeks he ain't called you because he found enough white people that he could stack his nice little show and just have a free for all. But you still don't get it. And then when we tell you what the reason is, you're saying that we're being divisive and woke and all this nonsense, and we're making everything racial when the whole world created racial problems. We'll let y'all tell it. Miss DC got snow. She got snow. Third thing, y'all gonna like this one. Somebody did it again. Somebody brought up Thomas Sowell. Lord have mercy. I don't get it. Oh my God. What is it with these people and Thomas Sowell? I don't understand it. I think just blurting out Thomas Sowell as a justification for your asinine thought process should be in the diagnostic statistical manual. It has to be labeled a mental illness. I'm going to say it for like the eighth time. They do not bring that man on to talk economics. They bring that man on to be a voice for the safe and stupid conservative. And I will tell this to a conservative's face. And they will not debunk me because they cannot. Oh, Lord. So, first time in a long while, The Troubleman twins are in the building. The Troubleman twins are in the building. Hello, Troubleman twins. But anyway, back to old Tommy. They bring that man on so white people feel better about their racism. But y'all cool with that. And then your man gets debunked in front of you, and all you can say is, let's let's all be harmonious. It shouldn't be about race, it should be about character. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. If it was about character, then you wouldn't have accepted. Let me explain something to you, family. I've never said this before, but I'm gonna say it now. You want me to prove that it's not about character with Thomas Sowell and how they're all fake? If they really accepted character, they never would have accepted Thomas Sowell because for some odd reason they don't like it when a black man is married to a white woman. Remember that. They'll accept the black woman with the white man. They won't accept the black man with the white woman. And Thomas Sowell married two white men, two white women, two. Notice they never bring up a picture of his family. Never do that. If he's the epitome of your intellectual thought leader, you would think you would put them up in high regard. Everything they do, they don't even want to do it. Which brings me to point number 4. These Trump appointments are hilarious to me. I know Tori's doing his tomorrow. I might do mine on Monday. I'm gonna go way deeper than you thought I was. Pause. I'll give you a little preview. Byron Donalds. Yo Griff is on the clock. Yo Griff is 50% over. What do I mean? I'm noticing that he keeps going on CNN for some reason. There's a reason for that. He's not slick. He went on CNN the other day and they flat out asked him, "How come Trump hasn't appointed you to one of the positions?" He said, "I'm not looking for that. I'm looking at other things." I was like, "Okay, so we just confirmed that you're going to try to run for governor of Florida in 26. That's your prerogative." What he fails to realize is while he's sitting there in Congress getting pats on the head and trying to oh, Miss Nisi, what I found in there, Lord have mercy. Y'all are gonna understand on Monday why I voted for the couch. And just like Torian's gonna expose MAGA on Monday, I'm going to expose MAGA worse on Monday. MAGA does not even realize what they signed up for. The only thing, because let me tell you something. I'll get back to Baron Dollars in a minute. MAGA is so pissed off right now on X because Matt Gaetz took his name out of consideration for AG. They, boy, oh, Monday's gonna be so much fun, so much fun. But back to old Byron. Like I said, he's gonna try to run for governor of Florida for 26. He's gonna be sitting in Congress for 2 years, yelling and going on CNN, trying to push himself in the middle, make himself likable again. Because remember, he still has that stink of telling black folks that he don't believe in reparations, even though he a whole Jamaican, and he shouldn't even be talking on reparations like that. But he a Republican. You know how that go. The Democrats are already setting up their nice candidate. Motherfucker. All right. Where did that go? And I'm gonna tell you this right now. If he don't win in 26, his career as a politician is over. because if he loses Florida, he can't go back to the House of Representatives because they're already going to give up his seat. Because the same night he's going to try to run is the same night they're going to pick somebody for that seat. So he's playing all or nothing. So who knows? We just gotta wait him out for 2 more years. 2 more. They say Vivek out here lightening his skin. By the way, I don't know if y'all saw that tweet I put up last night, but his grift is over. He tried to grift that podcast, and now he talking about he's suspending it to do a podcast with Elon. So you still under the white man. But he the greatest thing ever. This is what MAGA told me. He the greatest thing ever. He a whole billionaire. He got all these companies. He's this successful. Yeah, he's all that work, and he under a white man. Oh boy, politics are so much fun. All that ass kissing, all that. I don't believe in reparations. That's going to divide the country. We're we're running away from something. We should be running to something, man. Yeah, you ran right underneath the wing of a white man, an immigrant white man at that. Lord, y'all, you can't make it up. The man who ran around for years acting like a whole libertarian whose number one creed is limited government is working for an agency that they had to create, which expanded government. Cosmo Fury, they can all get fucked because they're starving for content. I'm not even paying attention to them because we will get into that in a second. Let me finish off with old Vivek soften the Japanese cake. He's making no money yet. He's gonna start a podcast where he's gonna get ads. So he's making money. I tell you, what I tell you, MAGA's full of liars, frauds, dropouts, and assholes. Um, Ms. Nisi, here's the problem with 47 asking for that. 45/47, he hires the wrong fucking people. People tell him who to hire, and he says okay. You hired a war hawk to be your director of national intelligence. Okay, I'm not even gonna get out of the way. I'm gonna wait till Monday. Whoo! Black people, the fact he has nobody in his cabinet is a good thing. I know that's shocking. It's a good thing. You want to know the reason why it's a good thing? Because now it's exposing everybody on the left how dumb they are. Because that's all they're focused on. When you could tell they haven't listened to the black grassroots because we told them we don't give a fuck if he put somebody in there or not. That's not what the agenda is. But they still think that's what it is. And now look, it's been how long? 16 days. and they're still crying over command me, and she ain't been outside. I'm going to say it again. Come next year, she's going to come outside and say she's not black. She did that as a means to an end. She's going to identify as a Jamaican Indian woman. I swear to God. I want to see what they're going to say after that and how she leans more to the Indian side. Uh huh. And they're going to be sitting there with their nuts in their hand, pause, trying to explain it. And I ain't going to want to hear it. Oh, Anthony, there is something yachty about her. Remember, she smoked weed and inhaled. Ah. And every time she comes to Atlanta, she has her friend try to find her the best Caribbean food and Jamaican food in the city. Okay. Because that's what you do when you go to Atlanta. The first thing you seek out is Jamaican food. Okay. Atlanta. Ah, which leads me to number five. And you're going to like this one. Y'all know that those Patriot Awards are coming up, right? Do you know I saw somebody on there say they should nominate Tim Scott for an award? Um, why? 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 They just want to give anybody an award that's black just to show that they're not racist. And it brings me to the last point. And y'all are really gonna get mad at this one, but I ain't the one that did it. Some jackalope yesterday. I'm just gonna warn y'all if you're on social media, they're gonna try that 1352 again. I don't know why they're bringing it back up after it's been debunked for the last 2 years every time, including by their own. But they're starting this again. But this is how they're playing it now. They're overrepresenting us. Some jackalope decided to put up a post yesterday saying that black people are 13% of the population doing 86%. No, what did he say? He said 86% of the crime, violent crime in this country. I was like, wait, what? Yes, 1352. You know how they like to say we're 13% of the population, but we commit 52% of the violent crime, which I don't understand how the hell you got to that number, Charlie Kirk and them. Because how the hell are you going to say 13% of the population is committing all these crimes? That would mean everybody that's black is doing crime, including the babies, which is the dumbest thing I've ever heard. That makes no sense. Because if we're going to play that game, then since y'all want to say, well, we're only 60%, but we only commit 46%, okay, that means all of y'all are gangs then. So we should treat all of you like gangs. That means y'all are all doing the same crime, right? Okay, so we should treat you all like gangs. And you know how this country feels about gangs. Y'all get harsher charges. I don't think you want to go there. I'm just saying. Yeah, so they're doing that again. And this is why I say the white vote will doom us all. But anyway, enough enough about that stuff. Let's have some fun. Somebody tell me something fun. Let's have a fun discussion. Because most of our people won't get it anyway. So might as well not have a doom and gloom live. Let's have some fun. What's fun that we can talk about? Why is there so fucking Atlanta? Why is there so much traffic? You're about to start bringing rabbits for my pups. Rabbits. Okay. Favorite movie this year? Shit. It's probably between Deadpool and Wolverine and Bad Boys. Um, I'll probably have to say Deadpool and Wolverine. There should not be this much traffic. Like, favorite crash out? Y'all trying to start the Sambo Loring Awards early, huh? Um, my favorite crash out? Probably Kenny Walden, aka Too Raw, Too Real, after Command lost. That motherfucker ran on his ex account talking about he got to go. He tried to call out for work because he didn't want to deal with him, and then he had to get in the whip. Matter of fact, he lived down here, by the way. He had to get in the whip, and he did a whole video sitting there for 3 minutes complaining how Command lost, and he don't understand what's going on here. And I'm like, bruh, you've been around for 4 years, and you don't know how the game is played. But all right, okay, you. It's funny. They swear up and down because they got all that access to these politicians. They know everything, but they did not figure out that America was going to be the way America going America. No matter who is aligned up there, as long as there's a white man, they're going to vote for the white man. They really thought this was fixing to be 2008 again. You got a woman cosplaying as a black woman against a white Protestant, and you thought the Indian woman cosplaying as a black woman was going to win and become president. When these are the same folk did not want to vote for a white woman twice. Oh Lord! But they swear they know everything about government. Government. Ah, best anime of all time. Hmm. Best anime of all time. Y'all gonna get mad at me, and Japan gonna get mad at me too. I don't give a fuck. Best anime of all time is Gundam Wing Zero. You get mad at me all you want. Argue with your Kazan. The fact that Japan said Dragon Ball Z, I understand, but y'all out of line. I had to change my for professional reasons. Oh, okay. I mean, that's all good. Motherfucker said Dragon Ball Z. Motherfucker, y'all had a fight between two people last for 3 hours and 19 minutes. Like, come on, bro. I mean, I ain't gonna hate. It was a great fight, but after you see it once or twice, you're like, okay, Pax on you out of line. The storytelling was way better in Wing Zero. What happened to DBZ? Nothing happened to it. It's just Japan declared it the greatest anime of all time, and I was looking at him sideways. I mean, I get the worldwide significance, but I mean, if we really gonna be honest, y'all's video games using them characters are killing the legacy, but y'all don't want to have that conversation. But it is what it is. I can't fault somebody's opinion. By the way, I know it was about to start a war in here, but I don't care. Sailor Moon will wash Goku. I'm just saying. Street Fighter or Mortal Kombat, you can't compare them to. One's teen and one is M. You can't compare them. What's my criteria? Then maybe I'll take a stab at it. What do you think is the greatest anime? Somebody just asked me that, Val Williams. I said Gundam Wing Zero. DB DB Super has a lot of manga they haven't even touched yet. Um, okay. And Super got boring to me. It got boring. So I said, I'm good. I ain't finna watch this. I lost my mind. It's my opinion. What about War in the Pocket or Oh Eighth was great. I just don't think it was better than Wing Zero. That's just me. No, I'm talking about from the manga. The manga would wash Goku. Listen, Goku is Japan's Superman. No matter how strong you make him, nobody's gonna question it. Dude, they had to make up Ultra Instinct Goku. Like, come on. Of course they went crazy over it. Just like they went crazy over him and Vegeta with the Kaioken Kamehameha. Just like they went crazy over him when he did the instant Kamehameha on Cell. Just like they went crazy when he went Super Saiyan 3. Just like they went crazy when he turned Super Saiyan 4. They went crazy when they saw Gogeta for the first time. Can Ryoko? Hell no. Tell me when Ryoko can shake the universe, then we'll talk. Well, no, they had to put him in the anime to forward the story. I like Gundam Seed and Double Zero, just like I like G Gundam. Okay, she had 3 gems. That's wonderful, Kazuma. But again, you just reinforced what I said. You don't question it. Goku and Vegeta are 2 anime characters. You don't question their power because they've been popularized for the last 40 years. Just like nobody questions Superman's abilities. He gets new abilities. Everybody's like, "Oh, that's the coolest thing ever." Y'all gotta understand, man. Anime is always gonna nerf. It always does. Ain't nothing wrong with Speed Race. Speed Race is the GOAT. I don't care what nobody says. That motherfucker. Every time somebody get close to that man's like, "Oh," I'm like, "Shut up." That motherfucker- Y'all got everybody in there. They be seeing them bad guys. They're like, "Hey, get him," and everybody be fucking them up. He was Spritle and Chim Chim. I'm like, "Yo, what's going?" I'm like, "Yo, why this family so damn toxic?" Them motherfucker. They had a whole arc called "The Most Dangerous Race Ever." Them motherfucker was jumping off mountains and shit. I'm like, "What are we doing?" But you didn't question it because it was Speed Racer. That man, that man literally he was racing on a mountain, jumping off mountains by pushing the A button. And then he started crying one time because he said he couldn't do it. Who would win a death battle, Spike or Lupin? Spike. Lupin be too quick to pull that gun out. Yu-Gi-Oh! Somebody said Yu-Gi-Oh! Somebody said Yu-Gi-Oh! Y'all gonna get pissed. GX was better than the original. I said it. Watch, y'all gonna get mad now. Watch. Nah, Miss Niece ain't watching no anime. She not watching that. Um, somebody else said something else. Now Yu Hakusho. Now see, now somebody knows ball. That's another anime that they had to nerf because of the manga. Voltron. All right, y'all really finna hate me. Y'all really finna hate me. Oh shit. Voltron overrated. I'm sorry. I get it that we grew up with it, but it's overrated now. Now they talking about they doing a live action version. I know they finna ruin it. Like Voltron just get for a while just got repetitive until they figured out, okay, we finna cancel it. So check this out. We finally gonna let y'all capture King's Archon. I was like, all right, the shit's overrated now, bruh. Voltron overrated right now. Like real talk. It was great for its time. It's overrated now. The cat could turn into a spaceship. When that Tenchi Muyo. Yeah, that was Ryo Oki. The Netflix one to me was boring, but you know, maybe I'll revisit it once they put out the live action. But I know they finna ruin it. I know they're gonna ruin it. Like y'all had opportunity after opportunity to kill these motherfuckers. Hey, y'all don't kill them. Inuyasha is okay. I'll put y'all up. Go watch Don the Dan. Go watch that one time. I like He Man after they made change for the second half. What change? They already canceled that, Anthony. They were supposed to do it. They already canceled it. Yes. Dan the Dan. Yep. I didn't like the Netflix one that much. I sit down and watch G Force before I watch that shit. Well, Shinobi ain't R rated. I ain't watching it. Yeah, I started watching the Thousand Year Bloody War. Thousand Year Blood War. I just hope they don't make it retarded. Who the fuck is that? Oh man. I'm been damn. This is only how far I got. It's been 5 minutes. What the man, fam? I'm telling you this right now. I can't wait to have that members only stream where I tell y'all what happened at my job. I can't wait. Y'all gonna be like, you lasted that long? You better than me. Val Williams. Okay, now you gonna start. Okay, which season of Pokemon? Would you roll Quincy or Soul Society? Uh, I don't know. I'm rooting for the bad guys this time. Fuck it. I kind of want to see Ichigo get killed. I kind of want to see that. Come on, Val Williams. Which season of Pokemon? I know y'all were pissed when he lost in the first season. He lost the old boy who had the Pikachu too. I know y'all got heated. Afro Samurai. I don't know about that. You saw how they did Black Dynamite. They only get that motherfucker 2 seasons. We still waiting on that Static Shock movie. That shit ain't coming out till like 2028. Well, Ash is from Palatown, so that was first season. Okay. Yeah, he went first season and went all the way to the Indigo League and lost. How the fuck did you lose? Nigga, you had Charizard on your team. How did you lose? Your Pikachu was like a level 60. How did you lose? Nigga, you had like a level 50 something Squirtle and Bulbasaur. How did you lose, my nigga? No, every time I look up for Static Shock, they still don't know who the fuck Static Shock gonna be. So that's why I kept saying. That's why I said 2028. Yeah, Ash became master because people got tired. They were like, "This motherfucker been around for 20 years and still ain't won nothing." He won the Orange League. When the fuck is he gonna become a master? They had to change his whole design to make him a master. Yeah, you're right. Charles I didn't respect him. That's why he went out and got Gengar. Oh shit! That nigga, that nigga sent he sent his Caterpie out against a Pidgeotto. Who the fuck? This motherfucker got lucky against Brock by setting off the sprinklers. Get the fuck out of here. Yeah, it does suck that she died. Nigga, watch his Pokemon get burned up by fucking Magmar. Like, come on, bruh. You had to go. You had to sit there and kiss Charizard's ass to have a shot. 'Cause that doctor was gonna give you that work. Team Yogi or Team Rotten? What the fuck is that? Don't tell me you're going back old school. No, he got enough badges in the first season. It's just old boy in Cinnabar Island was giving his Pokemon that work. As soon as he brought Magmar out, that motherfucker smacked the hell out of him. Was Sony buy out Katakawa? You waited to the last second to pull that bullshit. Um, I don't think Sony would do that because it wouldn't make sense for them to throw that money away because we find ways. There's so many anime sites out there with subs. It's okay. Uh, well, Pikachu beat Onyx by using Thunder Shock and lighting the sprinklers on fire. Well, he activated the sprinklers and wet Onyx and then shocked him. But why would you do a live action Resident Evil again? Why would you do it? I want to see how they're gonna mess up this Mortal Kombat 2. That's what I want to see. No, he's a rock. He was a rock Pokemon. He's not mud. That's a that Ash sent his Pidgeotto out against Geodude. Like, bruh, like what are we doing? Well, look, why would PlayStation want variety? They're making so much money off Spider Man, and they're gonna make hella money off Wolverine. I mean, he's technically a ground type, but he's rock first. And even if he's ground, he still don't win. He still should have won. He still should have beat Pikachu. Yes, Mike Tyson threw the fight. He won this full paycheck. He could have ended the white boy in the fourth round, but he did. He had to pull his punches. Then you got Evander Holyfield ass coming outside talking about he want to run. He want to run the trilogy. I'm like, man, if you don't go sit down, but they'll never learn. I would like to go home. No, Cosmo. What I'm saying is they're getting the money from the games. I know they're paying hundreds of millions in licensing fees. They don't give a shit. They're getting attention. They loved it when they said that that game was exclusive to their platform. They loved that shit. They were thumbing their nose at Microsoft and Nintendo hard body. They made so much fucking money off the first Spider Verse movie, and now they push the other one back. And they're gonna make hella money off of that. Well, again, those were leaks. It's not refined. That's why I'm not going crazy over it. Yes, he was not allowed to throw that uppercut. He would have ended the white boy. Kazuma, they didn't need the profit. That's what I'm trying to tell you. They didn't need the profit. They got the attention. They let Insomnia take the hit, and they took the money. As much as they hated it, and the fact that there's no DLC, people are still doing videos on it. They're good. Well, Val Williams, they're already working on it, but they still haven't figured out who Static is. So that's why I said earlier, you probably won't see that movie till 2028, and it's going to be outside James Gunn's universe. So we'll see. The only good thing is they're letting a black man write it, but knowing how Warner Brothers is, they'll have a white man direct it, and somehow, some way, they'll get the first costume right, where he had the Malcolm X hat, and motherfuckers will see the trailer and say the shit is woke because they never read the comic. Cosman, Sony took their cut already, so that's why I said they don't care. Trust me, if they were losing money, they would have came out and said we're not making a third one. But listen, Cosman, these were the same people who sat there and said that the Silver Sable DLC was great and she's overpowered. But that's why I don't listen to them because they're dumb. That's why now they're outraged at something that happened 2 years ago. They're starving for content. They're celebrating them taking She-Hulk off the Marvel banner. I'm like that's your content. Okay. Now when she shows up in Doomsday, I don't want to hear it. Listen, Kazuma, you got to understand who was saying that. These were repressed, sexually frustrated white men and Tyrone Magnus. They are lusting after cartoon characters. Some of them are anamorphic. They're not well. Nigga went outside and it was grifting for like 4 years. And now I went and looked the other day and he ain't even getting 20,000 views. Or they're barely going over 20 because he ain't got nothing to talk about. She ain't got no kick. She ain't got no cheeks. Nigga, we're talking about Never mind. You're lusting after a fictional white woman who it's been proven that different studios worked on the same show. That's why the artwork looked different. But because she ain't got no cheeks, except for the one episode, you mad. Oh my god. It's sad that all these grifters are now trying to go back to what made them get on the radar, and it's not working. Like, oh boy, Tommy, right? Sotomayor. I saw a video of his that he did yesterday. 4 hours. That man got 1,700 views. And I don't even play the view game, but I just found that funny. Where live like that, he'd have had at least 50 by now. Now all these pissants out here pissed off at DC because now they made Wonder Woman damn near a bad guy. I'm like, okay, time to switch it up. What's the problem? She's an Amazon from hell. That's kind of fire. And it's an alternate Earth. So calm the fuck down. Nah, they up in arms. Um, I've never seen one of those movies, How to Train Your Dragon, so it doesn't matter to me. I care less. I'm, it's not my money into it. I didn't cast her, so if they gonna have a problem with that too, let them have a problem with it. They're gonna be real pissed off at me when I finish up this black sorcerers movie that I'm writing. They're gonna be really pissed off. Black people don't know how to do magic. Okay, motherfucker. Oh, you gonna learn. Harry Potter was better. I'm sure it will be, which is what I'm not going for. But you got it. Well, they're not an evil Justice League. They're just their origins are different. They told all the writers, make up whatever you want, be as edgy as you can. So Wonder Woman's from hell, Batman's an engineer, and he brolic, and Superman needs to constantly charge to get his powers. I'm intrigued, and they haven't met each other yet. So I mean, look, they already made her black in the comics, and she's white, so it is what it is. I care less. Like y'all say the stories are boring, they change it up, and then you bitch about how they changed it. Like like when we did Old Boy the other day. Like he didn't know what the fuck he was talking about, but he being outraged for no reason. Like we're 3 issues in. But here we are. Oh, damn it, I'm tired. Drive, damn it. Can you talk about how the CWDC did that black character? Well, JL West, what did you expect? You didn't expect them to highlight black DC characters now, did you? When the comic books, they don't even like highlighting their black superheroes. We can't even get a Vixen movie, and they'd make $1 billion off of it. Diggle was great, but they made him emo after the fourth season, which was fine. He was a family man, but okay. Then they teased the Green Lantern thing, and that didn't go nowhere. Then they put him on that show Gotham Knights, and it got canceled after like 10 episodes. They made Iris Black, which was already going to be a thing with them. Then they brought Chester in, and he, oh boy, Wally was gone after 3 seasons. Well, the actor really hurt his back in real life, but still, they didn't want him to overshadow Barry. The Legends had Vixen, and then she disappeared and left and stayed in some timeline and brought some chick up there they made up. We got Black Lightning, that was great, but everything was. I'm not even gonna go there. And then Superman probably the only show that did a black character correctly with Steel. Even though I still don't understand how Natasha was his daughter, but is she black? She black as him, but his wife was Lois Lane in an alternate Earth. I don't know how the fuck they figured it. I don't know how they did that. But all right. And oh, Luke Cage. Well, listen, the first season was great. They had to ruin the second season. They had to do it because it was overshadowing Daredevil. And now they brought back all those characters except Luke Cage. It is what it is. Listen, they know. They saw what happened with Black Panther. They knew. I'm sorry. When Black Panther came out, they knew. You put a black superhero on the screen, everybody's tapped in. I'm telling you right now, if DC did a proper Vixen movie, it would make $1 billion. It'd be the first female superhero movie to make $1 billion straight. Like, come on. They don't want to give us that. And the script is so easy to fucking make. So goddamn easy. I could write that script in 2 months and it would be fine. Well, they had to do him correctly. If you're gonna have him as a Green Lantern, you had to do him correctly. He was already popular in the comics. If you went in there animated and fucked him up, everybody would have revolted. And they were smart not to bring in Hal Jordan or Kyle Rayner. Even though in Dark Side War, he didn't not I'm sorry, Apocalypse War, they did him dirty. He didn't even get a chance to get off. But all right. Hell, give me 60 days. I will write a proper steel script and put Bobby Lashley in that suit. And it'll make $1 billion. And I don't even have to make it overly racial, like the comic was back in the '90s. They brought back John Constantine because John Constantine has been a part of a lot of the big storylines for the last few years, especially with Dark Knight's Metal. But you know they like their white characters. Come on now. The only thing about Steel that's good, y'all gonna yell at me, but I'm just following the source material. He was dating a white woman. He first dated a white woman. So that would be my end. He didn't meet Amanda quick until they moved into Jersey City. But they gonna be like, "Oh, that's woke. How you gonna have a black suit man?" I'm like, "Motherfucker, you do realize that he was in the comic, right? How the fuck is he woke? He has no superpowers. He has a suit of armor that he made himself." Mr. Terrific. From what I saw, he at least he got the suit right, so we'll see. Fucking CWDC did that motherfucker dirty. We still got that joke. How every time he go in the field, he braid his hair. How quick he do that? The fuck? He's like, yeah, let everybody suit up. Commercial break. He come back. He got full cornrows. I'm like, what? Did the T Spears do your cornrows before you went outside? And what does it matter? Like, I never got that. You finna go fight. Does it matter? Ain't y'all gonna go shower afterwards? But we can't. They tell us. They tell us not to overthink it. Well, you gotta understand Caldonia. He's one of the smartest people in DC. You can't highlight that. Maybe James Gunn will do it this time, but traditionally you can't highlight that. He can legitimately break Batman's psyche. Legitimate. That's why they always ask him and consult with him when they have situations that are too big for them to fight out. Well, you know that. Well, listen, it was all origin on CWDC. It was all origin, so it makes sense. He's a brainiac. You're basically starting from the Genesis. They wanted him more for his brain, not his fighting ability. But here we go. Look, I'm gonna see how James Gunn does his version of Mr. Terrific. That's what I want to see. If he does it right, we good. If he doesn't do it right, then I know we fucked. Just like he might screw up. He could screw up the Lantern movie, but we'll see. The Lantern TV show, but we'll see. Well, you gotta remember Ray Palmer went to the Legends, and then they brought in Ryan Cho. But then they almost fucked that up too. But again, it is what it is. Listen, they got a whole Earth full of black heroes and white Batman, and they'll never use it because they'll say that's too woke. I mean, they finally giving Nubia some shine. No, the Lantern show is going forward. They already have Aaron Pierre and they have Hal Jordan. They already got him casted. They're working on it right now. So we'll see how that goes. Anyway, y'all, I'm home. I'm going to go relax. Thank you for being on this drive home. Took me for almost an hour and a half to go 11 miles. I'm pissed off. But anyway, y'all take care. Stay safe. I will see you Saturday. And you know what to do when the agents of chaos kind of mess up your existence.